Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video, I am obviously going to show you how I created my Catwoman eye makeup. So I'm starting off with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and for the eyeshadow I'm using two palettes. I mostly am going to be using the Morphe 35V palette, and I also use Kylie Cosmetics Sipping Pretty. And this is the Morphe palette. This is the white shade, and I'm lining my upper brow bone with this because I want to create a very dramatic look, and I needed my brow bone to be very accentuated and highlighted to create a cut crease look, and I will explain how I continue to do that. Next, I took my brown shade in the 35V palette and put it all over the crease and the lid. And I didn't do too heavy of this, I didn't want a brown look, but I did need a base, so I decided to use this for the base of the look to begin building up the eyeshadow look. And I was really going very dramatic. I'm going to be saying that a lot in the video. I wanted a very dramatic look. So to start that off, the main thing that I did was line my crease with this dark purple shade from the 35V palette, and I put the line right below where the white line stopped, where I highlighted my upper brow bone. And this really sets it off. I mean, if you're going to do this look, I feel like this is the most important part because I did want a cut crease look. This is just kind of how I did it. I know some people use like concealer for a cut crease look, but I just used eyeshadow and created lines for where I wanted to start and stop certain colors. And this is where the purple is primarily going to start. And I also used a little bit of water to get my brushes wet for the purple and white shades to help create a more pigmented look. And this was really fun to do. I mean, I've always wanted to be Catwoman for Halloween, and I've never really had an opportunity. But now that I'm doing YouTube, I decided to create the look for my channel. And now I'm going in with the bright purple shade from the 35V palette, and that's going right in the crease. So it's just kind of like I'm blending the dark purple line with the eyeshadow I put in the crease to really accentuate my eye. And for some reason I think that purple really makes green eyes pop, and it's my favorite color. I've always used, like, ever since I learned how to do makeup, I've done purple eyeshadow. It's always been my favorite. And now I am blending it out a little bit just to make sure that the lines aren't too dramatic. You do kind of want that faded look just a little bit, even though it is dramatic. Now I'm using my Sipping Pretty palette by Kylie Cosmetics and taking the light purple shade in that palette and applying that to my lid. I thought about using the bright purple shade that I used for my crease for the eyelid as well, but I felt like it just all kind of would have blended together and not really been anything exciting. And that's why I also decided to go in with the dark shade, again, the dark purple shade that I used to create the line. And I put a little bit of it on the outer V of my eyes to kind of create, again, a more dramatic look to set off the eye. Because I know I'm wearing a mask for this costume, but I also want my eyes to be very popping. And then it's time for foundation. I always apply my foundation after my eyeshadow to prevent fallout from being all over my skin. And I used my hands to spread the foundation. And this is my Born This Way concealer. The foundation I used was Wet n Wild Photo Focus in the shade Golden Beige. Not sure what shade my concealer is, I can't remember, but I know that I did use a beauty blender, obviously, to blend that out. Next, I go in with my Tarte oh my gosh, not the Shape Tape. I knew I was going to say that. The Pro Glow palette, and I use the kind of like almond color shade to contour my cheeks, and I also contoured my jawline. And then this is the dark cream shade that is in the palette. I don't know the names of them. And I use that to contour my nose. And next I applied my MAC Prep and Prime powder to prevent fallout from, again, getting all over my face, because I went in with my black shade from the 35V palette and outlined my inner corner, my waterline, and my lower lash line. And I took it out and did like a wing look because I want that cat eye look. You know, that's another reason that this look is so dramatic, is because of the winged eyeliner. And I didn't use like actual eyeliner for the under part of my eye because I have very oily skin and I knew that it would just be runny. So that's kind of why I chose to use the eyeshadow, because I've never had trouble with my eyeshadow smearing, at least with the 35V palette. It's a great palette. And I took it and also outlined my upper lash line with it. And I am going to put more eyeliner on, liquid eyeliner, but I wanted to start off by using this to give my eyeliner a base so that it would be even more dramatic. And as I said, this is my liquid eyeliner. It's by e.l.f. It's waterproof. I've used it forever. It has been so faithful to me. So I'm so thankful for this eyeliner because it always helps me create a dramatic look and make my eyes pop. And as I mentioned, I have very oily skin, so I have to use a mascara primer that was by L'Oreal. It's called the Voluminous Primer, and I'm using my Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. I thought about applying false lashes, but I just knew that they would probably get in the way of my mask. And I decided to put some on the lower lash just to create more dramatic look, since I'm not wearing false eyelashes. Now I'm using highlighter. This is my Revolution. This is the shade, oh man, it's like a rose gold. And lately I've been doing like an exclamation point on my nose to kind of create a turned up look with my highlighter. And I obviously blended it out because I used quite a bit to create this dramatic look that I love so much. And now I'm using my Kylie Cosmetics blush, the shade of Rosy. And now I'm lining my lips. This is just like a nude lip liner. Honestly, I think I got it at the dollar store like 3 years ago. And I really overlined my lips here, you guys. I was really feeling it. I went a little overboard possibly, but I do like the overlined lip look. And I started off by applying Exposed by Kylie Cosmetics and Libra by Kylie Cosmetics to create a base for my red. And this is by Kylie Cosmetics as well. I believe this is the shade Kristen, I want to say. And I have to be very careful when applying this. I was going very slow. I know it's probably hard to tell because I sped the video up, but it's not a very forgiving shade. So you have to be really careful, but it is the truest red that I've ever worn. And it doesn't come off. It doesn't get on my teeth once it's dried. It dries down pretty quickly too. So that's another reason that I was being careful, because it doesn't help to, if I make a mistake. But I did have to do a little bit of cleaning up, so I just used a makeup wipe for that. And that's pretty much it, you guys, other than the costume, of course. It's a pretty easy look to achieve. And again, Catwoman is my alter ego, basically. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great Halloween. My name is Catwoman, and I'm going to show you how I make my kitty cocktail. This is how I'm going to make the kitty cocktail, with some milk. Cheers.